Now look here, Bailey. Look here, read this. There's a fellow that calls himself the Misfit. I wouldn't go anywhere near the direction of a criminal like that knowing what he did. I couldn't live with my conscience if I did.
If you don't want to go to Florida, why don't you stay at home? She wouldn't stay at home to be cleaner for a day.
Alright, well what would you do if you were run into with the Misfit?
I'd smack his face. She would have stayed home for $1 million. Afraid she'd miss something. She'd have to go everywhere we go.
Alright, little missy, just remember that next time you have to curl your hair.
My hair's naturally curly.
Today's gonna be a good day for driving. It's not too hot, nor is it too cold. See that over there, guys? That's Stone Mountain. Bailey, slow down a little bit. The speed limit's 55, and you know those policemen, they hide. You see those Georgia clay banks? That there's Georgia red clay.
Let's get through Georgia fast, so we don't have to look at it much.
Now, in my day, boys were a little more respectful of their home states.
Tennessee's just a hillbilly dumper ground, and Georgia is too. You said it.
In my time, everything was better. People were nicer and more respectful. Oh, look at that cute little pickaninny.
Grandma, why don't he have any breeches on?
Well, some boys in this part of the country don't have any. Now, if I could paint a picture, I'd paint that one. Look at that graveyard. That was the old graveyard for the plantation.
Where's the plantation?
Gone with the wind. Now, if you two keep quiet, I'll tell you a story. I knew a lady on a plantation once who was being courted by Mr. Edward Atkins Teagarden from Georgia. She said he was very handsome and was a gentleman. He brought her a watermelon every Sunday afternoon with his initials on it, E-A-T. Well, one Saturday, Mr. Teagarden brought the watermelon, and there was nobody at home, so he left it on the porch and returned in his buggy to Jasper. But she never got the watermelon because a little slave boy ate it when he saw the initials E-A-T. Oh, let's stop for lunch over there at Red Sammy's Tower Barbecue. Oh, this song makes me want to dance. Baby, will you dance with me?
Hey, somebody play something I can tap to.
Very good, you star.
Ain't she cute?
Would you like to come be my little girl?
No, I certainly wouldn't. I want to live down in this broken down place for $1 million.
Ain't she cute?
Are you ashamed?
Hey, stop lounging around back there and hurry up with these people's order. Whew. You can't win. You can't win. These days, you just can't know who to trust. Ain't that the truth?
People certainly aren't as nice as they used to be.
Two fellers came here last week. They was driving a Chrysler. It was an old beat-up car, but it was a good one. And those boys looked all right to me. Said they worked at the mill, and I let them charge their gas. Now, why would I do that?
Because you're a good man.
Yes, I suppose so.
Did you hear about that criminal? The Misfit that's escaped? Man, I bet he'd rob this place right here if he heard there's at least 2 cents left in this cash register. Man, I'll tell you, the world's a crazy place.
That'll do. Now bring these people their Coca-Colas. A good man is hard to find. Things are getting terrible now. I remember when you could go off and leave your front door unlatched. Not no more.
You know, in my opinion, I blame Europe for this. If it wasn't for them, we would be back the way it was, all good, all safe. Ain't that right?
Right you are.
You know, actually, as a young lady, I used to remember coming around these parts, around Toomsboro. There's that old plantation house somewhere around here. I think I remember how to get to it. They said Sherman buried all his gold in there and it's hidden inside the house in a secret panel.
We've never been to a house with secret panel. Let's go to the house.
We'll poke all around the woodwork. We'll find it.
Yeah, come on, Bailey, let's go.
No.
But we want to go.
Please, Bailey, please.
Shut up.
It would be very educational for them.
All right, just this once.
All right, the dirt road's about a mile back. I know where it is.
A dirt road? This place better show up or else we're gonna turn around.
We're getting close. It's not much further. Wait, I'm holding the phone.
What's going on?
Whatever.
What the heck, man?
Oh. Oh man. Ooh, I do believe I have entered an organ.
Stupid cat.
We've had an accident, but nobody's been killed. Don't worry, everyone. I'm sure a car will come along soon.
Good afternoon. I've seen you all had a little spill.
We rolled over twice.
Once we seen it happen. Go run over there and try to see if their car will run, Hiram.
What you got that gun for? What you gonna do with that gun?
Lady, would you mind calling them children over here to sit with you? Children make me nervous. I want you all to be sitting over here together where you're at.
Mister, what are you telling us what to do for?
Look here now. We're in a predicament. We're in. You're the misfit. I recognize you at once.
Yes'm, but it would have been better for all of you, lady, if you hadn't have recognized me.
You stupid hag, you waste a life.
Oh my God.
I say, you stupid.
Lady, don't get upset. Sometimes a man say things he don't mean. I reckon he didn't mean to say those things to you.
You wouldn't shoot a lady, would you?
I would hate to have to.
Listen, I know you're a good man. You don't look like you got a bit of common blood in you. I know you come from good people.
Yes, ma'am. Finest people in the world. God never made a finer woman than my mother, and my daddy's heart was pure gold. Bobby Lee, go watch them children. You know they make me nervous. Ain't a cloud in the sky. Don't see no sun, but don't see no clouds neither.
Yes, sir, it is a beautiful day. And listen, you shouldn't call yourself the misfit. You're a good man at heart. I know I could just look at you and tell.
Hush, hush. Shut up. Let me handle this.
It'll take half an hour to fix this here car.
Want you and Bobby Lee to get him and the little boy over there to step into the woods with you, alright? Hey, boys want to ask you a question. Would you mind stepping into the woods with them?
Listen, we're in a terrible predicament. Nobody realizes what this is.
Hold on, Mama. I'll be back.
Available. I know you're a good man. You're not a bit common.
No, I ain't a good man, but I ain't the worst in the world neither. My daddy said I was a different breed of dog from my brothers and sisters. You know, Daddy said, it's some that can live their whole lives without asking about it, and it's others has to know why. And this boy is one of them. He's going to be into everything. I'm sorry I don't have a shirt on before you ladies. We buried our clothes that we had on when we escaped, and we're just making do until we can get better. We borrowed these from some folks we met.
That's perfectly all right. Bailey must have an extra shirt over in his suitcase.
I'll look and see directly.
Where are they taking him?
Daddy was a card himself. You couldn't put anything over on him. He never got in trouble with the authorities, though. Just had the knack of handling them.
You can be honest, too. Oh, if you'd only try. Just think about what it'd be like to live a comfortable life. and not have to think all the time about people chasing you.
Yes'm, somebody's always after you.
Do you ever pray?
I was a gospel singer for a while. I've been most everything. Been in the armed service, both land and sea, at home and abroad. Been twice married. Been an undertaker. Been with the railroads. Plowed Mother Earth. Been in a tornado. Seen a man burnt alive once it. I even seen a woman flogged. I never been a bad boy that I remember of, but somewhere along the line I'd done something wrong and got sent to the penitentiary. Turned to the right, it was a wall. Turned to the left, it was a wall. Look up, it was a ceiling. Look down, it was a floor. I forget what I done, lady. I sat there trying to remember what it was I done, and I ain't recalled it to this day. Once in a while, I would think it was coming to me, but it never come. Nobody had nothing I wanted. It was a head doctor at the penitentiary said what I had done was kill my daddy, but I known that was for a lie. My daddy died in 1919 of the epidemic flu, and I never had a thing to do with it. He was buried in the Mount Hopewell Baptist churchyard, and you can go there and see for yourself. Hey, Bobby Lee, throw me that shirt. No, lady. I found out that the crime don't matter. You can do one thing or you can do another. Kill a man or take a tire off his car, but eventually you're just going to forget what you done and just be punished for it. Hey lady, would you and that little girl like to go off in the woods with Hiram and Bobby Lee and join your husband?
Jesus.
Yes'm, Jesus thrown everything off balance. It was the same case with him as with me, except he hadn't committed any crime, and they could prove I committed one because they had papers on me, of course. They never showed me my papers. That's why I signed myself now. I said long ago, you get you a signature and sign everything you do and keep a copy of it. Then you'll know what you done, and you can hold up to the crime, to the punishment, and see do they match, and in the end, you'll have something to prove you ain't been treated right. I call myself the misfit, because I can't make what all I done wrong fit what all I gone through in punishment. Does it seem right to you, lady, that one's punished a heap and a mother ain't punished at all?
Yeah, I know you come from good people. I'll pay you money. I got money. I'll pay you.
There was never a body that give the undertaker a tip.
Bailey boy, Bailey boy.
Jesus was the only one that ever raised the dead, and he shouldn't have done it. He thrown everything off balance. If he did what he did said, then it's nothing for you to do but throw everything away and follow him, and if he didn't, then it's nothing for you to do but enjoy the few minutes you got left the best way you can. By killing somebody or burning down his house or doing some other meanness to him. No pleasure but meanness.
Maybe Jesus didn't raise the dead.
I wasn't there, so I can't say he didn't. I wished I'd been there. It ain't right I wasn't there, because if I'd been there, I would have known. Listen, lady, if I'd been there, I would have known, and I wouldn't be like I am now.
Why, you're one of my babies. You're one of my children.
Take her off and throw her over there with the others.
She was a taco, wasn't she?
She would have been a good woman if it had been somebody there to shoot her every minute of her life.
Some fun.
Shut up, Bobby Lee. It's no pleasure in real life.